Using rosemary alone is not going to grow your hair, because when it comes to hair growth and length retention, rosemary is just one part of the equation. The best thing for you to do is going to be to combine rosemary with 2 or 3 or even 4 more powerful growth boosting herbs, which will also contribute to keeping your hair very healthy and retaining length. Stay with me to the end, because I'm about to break down 4 powerful herbs which you can get anywhere and use on your hair. And when combined, these powerful herbs not only help you grow your hair, but they make your hair stronger, they make your curls better defined, they improve your density, they help to reduce excess breakage, they keep your scalp healthy as well, and they improve the shine and luster of your hair. For the 4 ingredients I'm addressing today, we have fenugreek seeds, we have rosemary, we have black tea, yes, example Lipton, and then we have fresh pawpaw leaves. Although if you don't have the fresh pawpaw leaves, you can opt for powdered pawpaw leaves or dried pawpaw leaves. All of these ingredients are ingredients that are very common. In fact, if all of them are not in your kitchen, you'll be able to find each and every one of them around you in your local market, in the supermarket, or being sold by the people who typically sell herbs and plants in your location. Now, before I deep dive into each of these 4 ingredients, I want you to understand something first. Hair growth slows down due to one of 4 reasons, or 2 or more of these 4 reasons. 1, your follicles are blocked or inflamed. 2, circulation of blood throughout your scalp is poor, and so nutrients don't get to the root of the scalp. 3, DHT, which is a hormone, is slowly shrinking your hair follicles over time. And 4, your strands are weak, so even when your hair grows, length retention is extremely poor. Most herbal ingredients for hair growth address one of these issues or 2, and you can combine all of these ingredients I'm about to mention to give you a powerful. Most herbal ingredients address one of these issues or 2, but these 4 ingredients that I have mentioned, especially when you combine them, is going to address each and every one of these problems. That's why this combination is different, and that's why if I knew then what I know now, my hair growth journey would have been completely different, and it would have been way easier. We are going to start with rosemary. Rosemary is my personal favorite. If you've not heard of rosemary, you would have seen it. If you've not used it, you would have seen it. And if you have used it to cook, yes, that's the same rosemary. It's the sister to thyme, and where thyme looks smaller and shorter, rosemary looks longer and also smells pleasant. The main reason why rosemary works is because of something called rosmarinic acid, and what this acid does is very simple. It helps to improve the flow of blood throughout your scalp, and once blood flows through your scalp, it carries oxygen and nutrients directly to your hair follicles. Ultimately, when this happens, dormant follicles, which are the ones that were sleeping, wake up and begin to grow your hair better again. Now, you may not know this, but there was actually a study, a proper medical study, that compared rosemary to Minoxidil. Minoxidil is that serum that is usually applied to the hair and then combined with a derma to stimulate hair growth and improve blood flow circulation throughout the scalp. Minoxidil 2 is a pharmaceutical hair loss treatment, and it has been known to regrow bald patches of hair around the edges, around the back of the hair, in the temple, wherever you're experiencing a bald spot or extreme hair loss. And it has been used by men and women who equally saw amazing regrowth results. Now, when rosemary was compared with Minoxidil, at about 6 months, it was observed that the rosemary performed as well as Minoxidil, giving the same result but no side effects. Now, here's the thing. The main role of rosemary is improving blood flow circulation so nutrients and oxygen can flow, but it does not block DHT. The full name of DHT is dihydrotestosterone, and is the hormone produced by the body from testosterone, and it plays a big role in hair growth and hair loss. So rosemary does not block DHT, it doesn't really strengthen the hair strands, and it's not really clearing the hair follicles. It's simply sending blood, oxygen and nutrients to the roots of the hair. That is its lane, and now the other 3 are going to address the remaining 3 problems which rosemary does not cover. I'm going to break here and quickly inform you guys that registration is open for my 1-month intensive hair growth program Telegram. You can sign up using the link in bio. This is my 30-day hair growth challenge. This time I'm not doing it alone, and you are not doing it alone, but we are working together as a group. In this group, we have so many other amazing members who are participating, so we all have accountability and we can encourage each other on our hair growth journey. And as we do this challenge, I want you to go ahead and hit that sign up button, read through all of the information so you can join us and transform your hair the way the rest of us are going to do over the course of 30 days. The challenge is starting on April 1st. It's going to run for the entire month of April. So if you've been waiting for this opportunity to work with me, this is your chance. We're going to be hosting the group project on Telegram. You need to join us immediately. The second ingredient is fenugreek. The consistency after you have soaked it and extracted the part you're going to use is similar to flaxseed and aloe vera in that it is slimy. This helps with sleep. It helps to condition the hair, and when you apply it to your hair, you almost immediately feel the difference. Fenugreek seeds are packed with protein, and your hair is also made up of protein, keratin. So when your body is not producing enough protein or your diet is low in protein, your hair is usually what pays the price first. It gets thin, it sheds, and it breaks off. Fenugreek is one of the few topical ingredients that actually delivers protein directly to the hair strands. But that's actually not the most important thing about this fenugreek. Fenugreek also contains phytoestrogens, which are plant-based compounds that mimic estrogen in the body. And what these compounds do is they block DHT at the follicle level. So DHT is the hormone that tells your follicles to shrink, and is the reason why some of you have been growing your hair for years, but it still looks stuck at one length, or even your edges look bald. And on top of all this, fenugreek contains lecithin, which means it coats the hair shaft and keeps it moisturized from the inside out. And now for black tea, this is one ingredient that a lot of people sleep on. When I say black tea, a very good example is Lipton tea. Yes, you can use it to grow and maintain your hair. Black tea contains caffeine, and when caffeine is applied directly to the scalp, it blocks the enzyme that converts testosterone into DHT or dihydrotestosterone. While fenugreek blocks DHT at the follicle receptor, caffeine blocks it before it's even produced. Black tea also has tannic acid, which strengthens the hair strands. It tightens the cuticle, reduces breakage, and reduces excess shedding. I want you to comment below if you've ever used black tea, or if you even knew that you could use it. Let me know what your experience was using it and whether you added it to your hair regimen long term. The fourth ingredient, which is papaya leaf or pawpaw leaf. This is another one that surprises people, and a lot of people don't know that you can actually use papaya leaves. Papaya leaf works because it contains papain, which is a powerful enzyme that dissolves dead skin cells, removes product buildup, and clears blocked follicles. A blocked follicle cannot receive circulation no matter what you do. It cannot absorb nutrients no matter what you apply. Nothing is going to get in, and no hair growth is going to be sustained. Papaya leaves clears the path so everything else can do its job and do it very, very well. It also contains zinc, vitamin A, vitamin C, and vitamin E, all of which are very powerful when it comes to strengthening the hair, helping boost hair growth, and improving scalp health. This leaf, even though it trends once in a while, you can definitely add it to your hair care regimen. One thing that I really liked is when I posted the video and it went viral on TikTok. That video now has 6 million views. A lot of people came to the comments and told me that they actually used it and it worked. The only downside is you may experience itching from using it, which is another thing that some people pointed out that they experienced. How do I go about making this thing or using this ingredient? One of the ways would be to make a hair growth spray. Another of the ways would be to make an infused oil. You simply add a certain quantity of each ingredient to a container, and then you are going to, for the spray, you can add some hot water into the container, let it sit until it's cool, and when it's cool, you drain everything, turn it into your spray bottle and apply it directly to your hair. Then you seal with oil. But for the oil, I'm going to include a video here so you can see how you can make your oil. Just follow this method and replace the ingredients in this oil with these 4 ingredients: papaya leaves, rosemary, fenugreek, and black tea. Let that sit. You can let it sit for 24 hours, 48 hours, 36 hours. The longer you let it sit, the more potent it's going to become. You can even let it sit for up to 1 week or a month. It's just going to get stronger and you can use it for your hair growth. And now for application, you're going to apply each of these things directly to your scalp and your hair. Massage it thoroughly into the hair and scalp. You don't need to rinse it out, but if you're going to leave it in your hair for a longer time, you want to make sure you don't use too much. And if you're going to be using it as a pre-poo, then you can apply it generously so that you know after leaving it to sit for about 15 to 20 minutes, you can go in to wash your hair. Now, I want to quickly point this out. While I mentioned 4 ingredients that you can combine for a powerful mix that is going to grow your hair and maintain it and also contribute to scalp health, you can use each of these ingredients individually, or you can pair them, use 2, use 2, use 3. You will still get good results. You mustn't use all 4 of them together. And if you cannot find every one of the 4 ingredients in your location, just work with the ones that you have or you can find. Or you can also Google which other ingredient is closest to the one you cannot find so that you can simply replace it and use it on your hair. I hope you learned something or two from this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video.